Joey here, Caribbean Weather Dude. Bad weather that I promised was coming is coming. Do subscribe and coming back for more weather information here on the channel. Last night, a special weather advisory was issued for the west coast of Vancouver Island. They are expecting now 100 millimeters of rain, giving the possibility for localized flooding in low-lying areas. The BC River Forecast Center has not issued any watches or warnings yet. However, other risks today: southeast winds of 50 kilometers an hour. They could gust to 80. This intense Pacific funnel system is giving rain at times heavy to West Vancouver Island. The rain is expected to taper off to a few showers Sunday morning as the front moves eastward. Localized flooding possible. Heavy rainfall in combination with other weather factors such as hail, wind, and lightning could make outdoor activities unsafe. Interesting. But I think that as we get into the weekend, we're going to see more of these watches and warnings. This guy up here in central BC is just a dust advisory for Burns Lake and areas like that. So if you see that on your map, don't panic. It's just bad air quality. And you look at the mess that we got here from flight planning, we see occluded front is moving through. This could bring thunderstorms to northern BC later into the evening, late this afternoon. Passing right through a bit of a warm front through southern BC, a bit of a cold front through the northwest sectors, and then coming into the north. This big low off the coast, 986 millibars. She's tall. And even on Avalanche Canada right now, just to give us a bit of a, because of the forecast of intense snow and wind are expected in this area of Vancouver Island, large storm slabs and reactive storm slabs. So large natural avalanches are expected to occur on Saturday. Terrain is not recommended. Otherwise, pretty normal across the board. Vigorous frontal system ahead of a classic Gulf of Alaska low has made landfall over most of the BC coast. This synopsis is by Meteo G, Griffello, and Mr. Plow. Mr. Plow, look at that. Of course, we have our friend Mr. Plow, who's a punk rock acoustic singer who now lives down in Oregon, from Vancouver originally. Dave Plow, love that guy. He's the Mr. Plow, if you ask me. Tonight and Sunday, clouds precipitation will also progress against the southern interior ranges. This regime will persist for the south coast ranges on Monday, but conditions will become much drier across the interior at that time. Freezing levels will remain steady for the weekend, between 500 to 1,000 meters for the north coastal ranges. It's not warm. And it's April 15th. So, I mean, if you do happen to see any sky tonight, elevated chance of active aurora, weather permitting, visible auroras could be directly overhead in northern communities all over, including slightly lower northern latitudes as well. Active aurora possible tonight. Good chance of isolated minor auroral substorms and favorable conditions for major aurora activity. I won't see any of it. The clouds will be here. So it's been a week of low pressure across the continent. I mean, it hasn't been totally miserable in BC, but we're still caught in that upper level flow, basically, where the cold air is dominating above us in the atmosphere, and it's keeping things. As you see, we got this big low pressure, 988 millibars. Look at this deep one over on the Atlantic coast, 970. That's got some strong winds, steady 36 knots, steady 40 knots, steady 45 knots in some of these places. So that's knots are faster than miles, so keep that in mind. And miles are faster than kilometers. And you see that temperature, it looks nice for Alberta. Holy, look at that. They got that kind of Chinook going on because this low is slamming all this stuff up and around this. High is helping squeeze it and direct it right to them. So they've been very lucky that way. We have been less so, especially in the mountains. Although if you are in some of the, I mean, Quesnel was pretty lovely yesterday. So you see these temperatures that say 10 degrees forecasted for Saturday in Quesnel. Keep in mind that if you get any sunshine, the sun will be much warmer than that. So definitely by 6 p.m. tonight, the Vancouver Island will be getting her hard all on the coast mountains. Little bit coming in through parts of the interior. Definitely of friends up in Mackenzie could see some show overnight. Be prepared for that. Burns Lake, you might see some freezing rain into the morning. So if you happen to be traveling all on the Highway 16, definitely concerning northern BC getting a nice push. Oh, that's not a lot of snow. I mean, it's not heavy falling, but it's widespread enough that it will be hard to miss. You see the low kind of sort of sliding in and taking hold right over top of Prince George Sunday at 4 p.m. It's making its way to Alberta, and now it's starting to drag all that nonsense behind it, even down around Lillooet, Tulameen, Vernon in the rain, Salmon Arm in the rain, Revelstoke in the snow, Blue River snow, Quesnel in the rain, but that could turn to a little bit of a mixed precipitation as we get into 1 a.m. So the big problem for a lot of you will be commuting on Monday morning. You see Highway 97 getting a good run of it. Same with all 16 down to Valemount, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. If I'm everywhere from Valemount to Blue River, gonna see a bunch of snow in there. Kootenays as well into Monday morning. So travel first thing to go somewhere Monday. That's what you got to look forward to. And of course, we will issue our work week forecast tomorrow, I do believe. But I wanted to just give you an update on what's going on in the storm. Look at that. Monday, Edmonton could see some thunderstorm activity up there into Alberta. That low pressure into Fort Nelson. Heavy snow is going to start happening up there probably on Monday. So that low will kind of take hold up in the north, and that's 8 a.m. I mean, it seems unfortunate because you want spring to happen, but it's very dry in a lot of places. The more we can get, Tuesday, thunderstorms to the interior. Yes, we'll be watching for that. And yes, things are dry already in much of the central interior. So the longer we can prolong spring, the longer we can keep the melt from taking off too fast. Wednesday, Saskatchewan, half of Alberta is going to get her good. We want fire season to be delayed by wet conditions in the interior. So that's good news, seeing as we do believe El Nino is coming and will make things hot and very dry in BC this summer. The longer we get in this holding pattern of half winter, the better for the province. So sorry about your luck if you don't actually like it. Think bigger. It's not just about you. It's about nature and everything and people's homes and communities and all that. Okay, subscribe. Keep coming on back. I'm Joey, and I'm still not allowed to post on my weather group because Facebook thinks that my joke about cutting off my leg was self-harm and suicide concerning. I was like, so we're afraid for your mental health, so now you can't post in your number one project, your group. Like, thanks. That really helps. Anyways, that's why you should subscribe here, because YouTube has never, for some bizarre reason, censored me. Okay, thank you very much. Bye now.